The IDF carried out retaliatory strikes in Gaza Saturday night after a rocket was fired from the Strip into southern Israel earlier in the night. The strikes targeted a weapons workshop that produces rockets belonging to Hamas. A tunnel belonging to the terror organization was also hit. The rocket fired from the Gaza enclave reportedly fell into an open area within Israeli territory. During the IDF strikes, a second rocket alert was activated in open areas near the Gaza border. Hamas's Al-Qassam brigades announced that it had fired surface-to-air missiles at Israeli aircraft during the strikes. According to Palestinian media, Egyptian intelligence is reportedly in intensive communications with Palestinian factions, warning them not to escalate the situation. This latest tit-for-tat comes just days after a senior Palestinian Islamic Jihad member was killed in an IDF raid in Jenin. Let's cross over to the Israel-Gaza border, where I-24 News Middle East correspondent Alec Pollard is standing by. Alec, what's the latest you're hearing from the IDF?
Right, so as you mentioned, the IDF did have those retaliatory strikes after the rocket that was launched into Israeli territory fell in an open field. In this area where I am right now, this is near Nahal Oz. That's one of the Israeli communities that is near the Gaza border. That is Gaza over there beyond the fence. So the rocket fell in this area, but not close enough to anything in order to activate that red alert siren that is activated when there is a chance that the rocket can fall on any civilian population. The IDF, as per the Israeli policy, responding to every rocket fire that comes from the Gaza Strip, striking a rocket manufacturing site and a tunnel, according to the IDF. And this is something that is happening after quite a long period of calm in Gaza, or from Gaza at least. This is just the second rocket launch that we've had in the last 4 months since there was that small exchange between Israel and Islamic Jihad. And Islamic Jihad very likely responsible for such a rocket attack after, as you mentioned, the killing of Muhammad al-Sadi, who is an Islamic Jihad fighter in Jenin, with a lot of those gunfights happening between the IDF and Islamic Jihad and other factions inside Jenin. But Israel does hold Hamas responsible for all rocket fire that comes from the Gaza Strip, including from Palestinian Islamic Jihad.
Alec Pollard, thank you very much for that update. And joining me now is Dr. Kobi Michael, Senior Research Fellow at the Institute for National Security Studies and former Deputy Director General for the Israel Ministry of Strategic Affairs. Thank you very much for joining me this morning.
Good morning.
Is this latest tit-for-tat expected to escalate?
I'm not sure that at this moment, but it will come. I mean, it's only a question or a matter of time, because the Palestinian Islamic Jihad, as well as Hamas, perceive the West Bank as another front that should be activated against Israel. And they prefer now, Hamas, they prefer to keep calm in the Gaza Strip in order to continue the economic development and the military buildup. But in the very same time, they do all the possible efforts in order to escalate the situation in the West Bank. And therefore, I think that it is only a matter of time, and we will find ourselves in front of a broader escalation in the Gaza Strip.
I want to get your take on Egypt's role in mediating between Israel and Gaza.
I think that the Israeli interest in the time being is to keep the Gaza Strip calm in order to contain the terror campaign in the West Bank. But I think that everybody in the security establishment understands that Hamas continue to build up its military capacities and at the end of the day, there will be no other option but to tackle it and to prevent Hamas from any capacity or ability to activate the Gaza Strip. But in the very same time, I think that it is very important to remember that the hand that moves or shakes the cradle is the Iranian hand. And we have to remember that and to understand it very carefully. The Iranian Hezbollah are doing all the possible efforts in order to escalate the situation in the West Bank, and at the very same time to bring the Gaza front into this escalation as well.